Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear participants, all of us want to make our lessons, lectures, and presentations effective. The best tool to make our lessons effective is to know about our lessons and presentations. Can you please tell me the topic? Yes, I am going to. And to know the impact of your lessons, you may gather information regarding your topic from your participants, as well as you may also review your own presentation. Keeping in view this the importance of this process that is mechanically called feedback, here I would like to share with you an online presentation delivered by Lauren Kennedy under the heading "In One Ear and Out the Other, Does Feedback Work?" She shared an evidence that one third feedback works and has positive effects, one third feedback has negative effects, and one third feedback has no effects. Then she raised some questions that what is the point of giving feedback? Does anything change when you give feedback? And what I will achieve by giving feedback. After that, she shared a definition presented by John Hattie. According to John Hattie, feedback is an information given by agent, any agent, about the performance of a person. That agent may be your observer, that agent may be your book, any magazine, any video clips, from wherever you can get information regarding your performance. Suppose when you read out an article about the delivered lesson and you get some points, then you match those points with your strengths and weaknesses. It would help you to improve your own presentation later on. She says that there are two types of feedback. One is called positive and the other one is called negative. Therefore, positive must be focused. She said that feedback mechanism may be different. One traditional feedback mechanism is the sandwich feedback or sandwich approach. This is approach after observing the lesson, you first share with the participants, with your teacher, the strong points. After sharing the strong points, you share the uh, area of improvement, and then you make counseling and coaching to improve those green areas. This is the process according to the sandwich approach. The second approach is my experience. If you want to change the behavior of the person, to change the attitude of the person, you may share your own strengths. You may share your own experience so that he may learn from your experience and change his attitudes. Then the most important thing is that she said that there are two type of peoples. One type of people has growth mindset and the other type of people has fixed mindset. What is the basic difference between these two mindsets? The growth mindset is a person who is always ready to learn more and more, but the fixed mindset said either I am good or bad, and if I am good, I don't need to learn, and if I am bad, it's not my fault, it is due to this and that. He make lame excuses to cover his deficiencies. The growth mindset person challenge his own belief. He is ready to break down his wrong beliefs and make new ones. But the next one, fixed minded person, is not ready to challenge beliefs and change them. but you know that it is not possible to alter the actions and behaviors without changing the perceptions and belief systems. If you want to change yourself, you have to change your mind, you have to change your thoughts. Then she presented some suggestions and said that if you want to change the behavior of the person and give him constructive feedback, first you have to make him prepare. And the best technique to prepare the person is, instead of giving feedback, that is itself is not constructive. You have to coach the person. You have to sit that with that person and say and raise some questions. What do you think about your lesson? Would you like to think about classroom management, students' attitudes, how students learn? And in this way, gradually you would make mind of the person. You have to build up the mind of the person, and then he would be prepared to listen you. Otherwise, he would not listen you. He said that after coaching the person, you have to move towards the mentoring, and you can also use another technique, that is self-assessment technique. You may invite the person to self assessment, and you may also explore his beliefs regarding the teaching learning process. The more important thing that he says, that you have to focus on development, not the evaluation. You have to focus future, not the past, because your ultimate objective is to strengthen the students' learning. Thank you so much.